But
I know he treats her like shit.
If he says that, like,
okay, hold on,
on
that's
the internet,
crazy,
sorry, that's an absurd statement. I think he's a horrible. I don't like that man at all. And the way he was just talking, he's like, yeah, when I get home and I say we're gonna fucking do this and we're gonna fuck you, fuck you, and I hope she gets out. I'm sorry, I hate him. I hate him.
Andrew Wilson gets attacked after triggering this extra-large boss queen who literally hates him for actually having the balls to run his own marriage, as Andrew Wilson explains his role and position in marriage being the dominant leader, which sets this plus-size feminist off into a rant showing her total lack of respect for men and why being angry, entitled, and obese will guarantee you end up alone. Let's get in.
How do you show respect to your wife?
Yeah. Oh, all sorts of ways. I basically give her whatever the hell she wants. I adore her. But here's the thing. The reason that I do this is because if I say this is what ultimately is going to happen, that's the last word in it, and I don't even want to have the conversation, we don't. Now, she may really want to, and I can tell sometimes that she really does, but I don't fucking care because it's my decision ultimately.
So you don't care about how she feels?
I don't know. I didn't say I didn't care how she feels. I just don't care to have her question my authority, autonomy over the marriage.
Was there an initial conversation prior to that, or is it just like, we're doing this, don't ask me
Depends on the context.
I would say more for like bigger decisions in life, not necessarily like little things.
Even larger
I think it's very
decisions, if
situational.
ultimately, let's say I went home and I said, we're moving to Nevada in 3 weeks, get your bags packed, and I'm not going to have I don't want to hear a word about it. You're doing it, and that's the way it's going.
And you think that's respectful?
I think that ultimately it's my choice.
Okay,
and
but
how
do you
she
think
shows
that's
me
respectful?
respect. Yeah, that's how she shows me respect.
Let it play for a little bit. Let it play.
Oh, all sorts of ways. I basically give her whatever the hell she wants. I adore her. But
okay,
here's
so
the reason
get that in there.
I hate that man.
So that's the clip you disagreed with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still disagree with it. It just and literally what he's saying, I guess, like if I was to say I was going to be submissive, what he's saying isn't technically wrong, especially if you're going by traditional roles. Like the man would have the ultimate say then, I guess. But it's the fact that he's like cussing at in like the sentence and he's being so aggressive about it. You're not going to be aggressive to me. You can be like the leader and you can still be nice and respectful and like a loving, caring person.
But you would acknowledge that when you're relaying something to an outsider, the way that you would actually word that wouldn't necessarily be reflected in how you're wording it in this particular way.
You could be right. I'm not in the relationship, so I don't know how he actually talks to her. But
I know he treats her like shit.
If he says that, like,
okay, hold on,
the internet,
crazy,
that's an absurd statement. I think he's a horrible. I don't like that man at all. And the way he was just talking, he's like, yeah, when I get home and I say we're gonna fucking do this and we're gonna fuck you, fuck you, and I hope she gets out. I'm sorry, I hate him. I hate him.
I disagree. I like that guy because
that's fine if you like him, but I'm saying like I think the way he talks and the way he acts about women like is so degrading. Like he thinks that he can say and tell us what to do and all this. It should be a partnership. When you're in a relationship, it's okay to have a dominant man. Like Brian, do you agree with the way he talked?
I like how he said in the first, he made it known. He said, "I give my wife everything she needs." I wouldn't.
He says he adores her.
Yeah,
and by the way,
adores.
I've seen them together. I've had his wife Rachel on the show. I've heard them talking. He treats her wonderfully, okay? When he's having that conversation, though, right there, he's taking on a tone that's more directed towards the person he's talking to. That doesn't necessarily imply that that's how that's going to go when they're actually in person. But even then, I can tell you from firsthand seeing them, he treats her fantastically.
And I'm glad they're happy. I'm saying I don't like that man. If she's happy, good for her. But the way that
you got to fix your mic. Can you straighten your mic up and like tilt it down a little bit? All right. I don't think that's fair though to go in on an attack on him when he's not here. You know.
I don't
Ellie's
care.
sister is Victoria's Secret. You have a. Is that true?
In a previous life, yes.
What do you mean a previous life?
Well, that's like her ex-vocation.
That's your actual. Wait, you said you had a half. Wait.
Half-sister.
Half-sister.
She's an ex-model, yes.
Oh, cool, I guess.
Congrats. You were
Yes, very hot sister.
That is so funny.
Okay.
just had to make it known real quick.
Oh yeah, you guys do kind of look alike a bit, I guess. That's cool. Congrats. So what were we talking about? Oh, well, okay. This was your prompt. We were talking about
just like submission versus
roles
like leadership
in relationships, what each deserves and expects.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I laid it out.
Ellie, do you want to weigh in on this?
Weigh in on what?
What we were talking about.
Man, it's all blurring together. Okay, wait. About
Into the mic.
expectations from like submission or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Here, I gotta get up. For
referring to like the clip we just saw, I mean, if it was predetermined that that's how they are happy to conduct with each other, then I don't see any problem with it. And clearly, if they're still together, then
I mean, yeah.
Say if they, I don't know
must
how
be
long.
something good
Say if
going
they have
on.
like a 20-year going relationship, if that's working for them, that's great for them. I mean,
It's more my opinion on him was more deeply in the things he said on the show, not to his wife. If they have a lovely relationship, then I believe that. If she's happy, I believe that. But I think she could definitely be with another man that could treat her better. That's my opinion, because I don't think he's a good person, and that's just my
but
opinion.
do you know him like personally?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not like from what I've seen, I don't like that behavior. I don't like the way he speaks. I don't like the way he talks to people. When the girl was on a podcast, even though she was crazy, like he was making fun of her, the way she was talking. She had a speech impediment, like the way he talks to, like, it's okay to call her a crazy bitch because she was a crazy bitch, but to make fun of her like speech impediment, you're gross. Like there's things you don't do, and he always crosses that line, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. I think he always crosses the line, and I don't like that. I think he's just rude.
I've met Andrew, and he is a lot nicer in person than you see in the clips, I would say.
Then why wouldn't he portray himself? Like, that's what I'm saying. Why does he choose that? Like,
Why does he choose the villain role,
reason
kind of?
that he's doing this? And I just don't understand why he chooses that role. Like, if he is a good person, be a good person. You're not a good person if you make fun of someone's speech impediment. I don't care. She was crazy. She was in the wrong.
Priscilla.
She was in the wrong, but like, that doesn't mean what he did was okay. Like, it's just not okay. And he does a lot of things that are not okay, in my opinion. I think being rude to people, even if you disagree with them, is just like, I'm giving that energy to him because that's the way he talks to other people. So that's what I'm saying. But I don't know the man in person. I don't want to.
I don't think it's kind to attack someone for
A condition they have.
He
or
said,
something.
"You sound deaf. You sound like being literally so rude, like, and disgusting. Like, I hate that's so rude. Like, deaf people sound like that because they can't hear themselves.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make it. So it's not only he was making fun of her speech impediment, he's making fun of deaf people and being literally like he was doing this with his hands, being like, you sound deaf. Yeah, like so disgusting. Like, you're a grown man with children. Like, grow up. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Grown adult.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you guys, but that's just my opinion. I'm not okay with people bullying like that. I'm not okay
No, I
with making
agree.
fun of someone for. If he cussed her out, I wouldn't have cared. Like, you're allowed to be angry with a person, but the lines that he crosses are so far off. Like, it's just ridiculous. And why would you choose that as a career? Like, to be an like that. Like, why is he choosing that? You know what I mean? You could be a good person and have good debates and faithful conversations. Instead of that, he's trying to piss people off and always is like, define, like, always trying to make girls look stupid. It's like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want a girl to look like an idiot? Just because they're not as educated as you? And you're going to use your education as this, like, thing that, like, I just don't like it.
But I think, like, when he says define that, he kind of gets them in, like, if you're going to talk about a topic, you better know,
Of course.
You better know your stuff,
But also, I think you can talk about a topic and not know the exact definition of a word. Like, you can know the way what the word means, right? Like, you know, if someone doesn't know the deep rooted, doesn't mean they don't know that word in that context, in the way that they're speaking.
Yeah.
To stop someone and be able to be like, and try to catch them in like, oh, you're an idiot kind of thing. I don't like that. I'm not going to ask Brian if he knows a big word that he's using, because I assume that he knows, because he's using it in a sentence that makes sense. So I assume he knows the definition, and who gives a fuck if he doesn't know it? He's using it correctly, so move on.
I would love to see you and Andrew interact. I love the personality. You're just like, you don't care.
I'm not scared. Come
We'll
on,
lay it
Andrew.
out.
Bring me. I'm not kidding. I'll come on.
And Andrew's similar. He'll lay it out.
Yeah. Call me fat in person, Andrew.
Did he call you fat?
No, I'm just saying, I feel like he would say that. He was like, you're not 10 because you're a fat cow. That's what he would say.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so I heard a lot of, I stepped away briefly. You obviously got to monologue there a bit uncontested, but I did hear everything that you said. So I think I'd like to provide at least some degree of defense here. For starters, I think you originally you made statements about his relationship with Rachel, first off, I think it's a completely egregious thing to say that you hope that she gets away with him, with the implication that he's somehow abusive to her. This is categorically not the case. He treats her wonderfully. She even said, like, will come to his defense frequently all the time. She's very happy in the marriage, so doesn't need you to, like, be like, oh, you should leave him. You should get out of the relationship. She herself admits they have kids together. They've been married for a very long time. Nah, but it's kind of a gross thing to tell a wife that she should leave her husband. You don't know the dynamics of their relationship. I get that he's ideologically opposed to you and disagrees with you on a great many things, but I do think it's kind of in pretty bad taste to tell a wife to leave her husband under the implication that he's abusive. I can tell you, as somebody who's known Andrew for a long time, who's seen them interact, he praises Rachel all the time.
I didn't say that.
It's completely inappropriate to tell her with the implication that he's abusive. Tell her. You did. You said, I hope she gets away from him.
And in what way is that abusive? I mean, he's an asshole.
The implication, okay, well, he likes pineapple on his pizza, so she should divorce him.
Oh my gosh. I literally moved away from, after I made that comment, I moved away from it real quickly, did I not? I said, if she's happy, I said, if she's happy, then I'm happy for her. I think there's a man there, if it was a different life, I think she could be happier in a different relationship. I think the way that he acts is not the type, if she's happy in that marriage, good for her. And I didn't say he's abusive.
You also mischaracterized, then the other thing I heard when I was back there is you went on to mischaracterize his interaction when you said he was mocking a woman by calling her deaf and doing some certain gestures. You conveniently left out the part where prior to his mocking of her, she went ahead and was mocking, I think he was actually coming to my defense even. She was mocking me.
Saying what? Are you saying
man, it was, honestly, I don't commit to memory all the stupid shit women say on the show, but she was definitely unprompted coming for me, and then Andrew's my homie, so he's like, in essence, well, F you, and then he started mocking her. So I think it's fair game as somebody, if she's gonna mock him or she's gonna mock his friend, me, that he's gonna be like, you can get the smoke now. Yeah, and he gave her the smoke.
Yeah, let me know down below whether or not you think this woman will ever find any man to take her seriously, because you cannot be morbidly obese, hate on men for actually having the balls to run their marriages right, be angry and hateful simply because someone wants to speak and, oh my God, my feelings might be hurt, and all the while do that, and then, you know, only follow the clips of someone that you hate and then judge them accordingly and not even know what you're talking about. Like, this is a recipe for so many women who are never going to be able to find a guy to take them seriously or any man for marriage, because you're already too far gone. You're off the deep end. You're off the deep end. And literally in this case, you can't even float. You're so heavy. So, I mean, you are absolutely 100% cooked. And the entitlement this woman has to speak the way that she wants to about Andrew and the way that he talks and whatever, it's like, sweetheart, you are not in a position to be saying anything. And I find it amusing that she wears this giant cross around her neck, but I don't see really anything Christian, like, explicitly about this woman. Not the way she talks, not the way she references. Really nothing. I don't know what you think, folks, but yeah, I think it's there just for show. But hit that like button and notification bell if you're enjoying the video, and if you want to help support the channel, check out the membership page for more, and let's get back in.
You're saying everything the opposite side. I literally said she deserved, that girl was crazy, she deserved some smoke. What I'm saying is what he said, she didn't make fun, she didn't make any fun of you of the stuff like what he did. He was involving the deaf community, pretending.
The deaf community.
Are you not hearing what I'm saying? He's making fun of her speech. That is a physical thing that she cannot control. Not her looks, not her weird hair or whatever. Like
she came at me first, so it wasn't unprompted.
And she deserved some smoke.
Yeah, but it wasn't unprompted. It wasn't just like Andrew out of the blue, just to be a jerk, started saying some shit to her. She was being fucking obnoxious to the point we had to kick her off the show.
Yes.
So you're doing this disingenuous thing where you're leaving out critical context that attempts to paint him in a really bad light without focusing focusing in on what she did to contribute to getting some smoke back.
How I literally said,
What did you say?
that she was, did I not say she was crazy and that she deserved some type of
Just
something?
now?
No,
Just now?
earlier.
Really?
Roll the clips.
Yeah.
I literally
She said
did
it
I
to me,
not
though.
say it?
She did
I
say it
literally
to me.
said
She
she
did.
deserves some type of smoke. That girl was crazy. She was rude. She did
Okay, I
something
missed
bad.
that part.
Yes,
I missed that part.
And I didn't say he was
But okay,
abusive. You're
whatever.
saying all this stuff that I didn't say, babe. So I don't think he's a good person. If they're in a good marriage, that's great for him. I hope she's happy. Period on that. The girl deserves some smoke. He could have cussed her out. He could have done whatever. Making fun of someone's speech impediment, saying that you sound like a deaf. Brian thinks it's funny. Sounds like
It
a deaf.
was a little funny.
Okay, maybe it's a little haha funny in the moment, but like it's not fucking funny. That's not funny to make fun of the way that deaf people speak because they can't hear themselves because they're fucking deaf. That's not funny. That's not funny. And if you agree with it, that's
Look,
crazy.
I have empathy and sympathy for people who are deaf. I wouldn't advocate for making fun of somebody on that basis.
That's what he did.
But he was doing a generalized mocking of her voice. And this is something that people do all the time. People mock people's voices.
People do
It
that.
wasn't like
People
how-
do that with me.
Yeah,
They think I have an
but-
accent
but
from,
babe, that's-
from Arkansas.
Oh my god, it's so different. Because I'm loud and I'm talkative. Someone
Look,
was mocking me. It's one thing. She has a
nobody-
speech impediment. Something is wrong with her voice. She was born with it. You don't make fun of something like that. You can make fun of the way she
Hold
dresses
on.
or whatever.
She went on to make fun of men with small penises. Have you ever made fun of a man with a small penis? You didn't fuck your boyfriend because of his small penis.
I dated him for 3.5 years. I didn't make fun of him. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Some of the gestures you were making were
It's
a
a
little offensive.
fact.
Hold on, were a little offensive to the small penis community.
It's a fact.
The small
I didn't-
penis community was offended.
Okay, if he was on the table and said, "Oh, were you born with that speech impediment?" This is not what talked about. It's one thing. He was mocking.
Have you ever
why are we arguing about
have you
something
ever
that's-
made fun of somebody with a small penis? Have you ever said, "I bet that guy's compensating for his small
No, I haven't really.
penis"? Really?
No, I dated someone.
Never made fun of a small penis?
You're talking.
Never made fun of him?
Yes, I've not made fun of. No, I've talked about
Didn't Priscilla try to fight Andrew?
Feminists like this are quick to virtue signal and come to someone's defense if they think they're being attacked by a man. And obviously, she already hates Andrew Wilson. She wants his wife to divorce him because without even admittedly knowing him, she thinks he's a terrible guy. She trashed him all the while explaining, "Oh, well, I really don't know anything about him." It's always funny that these women think they're always on the right, but they're talking smack at the same time. And yeah, none of these women care about shaming a guy if he's got a small penis. But if they actually cared about other people's feelings as if they were people, just like the deaf community, you wouldn't be running around, insulting guys with small dicks, especially if it was your boyfriend. Especially you're saying it publicly in front of everyone. You are telling everyone that guy had a small dick. These women don't even think about the words that come out of their mouth, but they're always quick to pat themselves on the back so they can feel like they're the better person. But folks, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about Andrew Wilson had to say running his own marriage and Brian coming to his defense after he triggered this plus-size queen into a meltdown. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.